this video is about two things. The one and easy, if you want to have a dashboard like this in Pulse that has information about the offenses, when the offense was assigned, how long it took to the offense to be closed, the most important offenses, stuff like that. This is going to give you that. But also, I think it's going to be very interesting to see how Christian Rubalcaba hacked this up and the reasons why. And that will help you learn a little bit more about QReader. The data about QReader offenses resides in its Postgres database that you can access multiple ways. One will be via the APIs, and we are going to see the options that you have there. Another one you may guess richer is via command line, but you are not going to do that. But you see how Christian exploits that. There's a Pulse connection into the API, and then there is what Christian came about. Let's actually start by looking at the API. So if we go under Interactive API for Developers, in here under SIEM, we see the data about the offenses, right? So we can go here and we can see all these, ID, description, all these parameters that you can query the Postgres database to get the information. That's one way of doing it. But also within Pulse, if we click here on the gear, create new widget, if we select in the data source offense and we go on the fields, we see similar information in here. Now, that would have made it a very simple graph to do, and that may be everything that you actually need. But what Christian wanted to have is the capability of treating all this data as it's coming up as logs and doing all the calculation, computation that QReader can easily do and he's so familiar with. Let's get back to the whiteboard and explain how he pulled this one out. But even before I do that, he documented this. If you search on the web for tracking offense metrics in QReader, you will come up with his entry block. And he even have the details. We're going to get back to this later. But let's go into the whiteboard for a second. What Christian did is he created a script that is put on the cron table, so it runs every 15 minutes. And what this script does is precisely go into the Postgres database and performs a log run, meaning I'm going to get the data that I retrieve from that SQL database. I'm going to send it into QReader as an internal log using log run, and I have done videos that show how to do that. And he actually created a parser in order to extract. He didn't do mapping, so the messages will come unknown, but because what he wanted is to extract the pieces of information for those. In fact, if we go back to his blog, this is the script. Okay? We see that in the end, well, first of all, he does the SQL command, extracting all that information, and then he redirects it into that temporary file, and then he uses log run to replay or to play those logs into the system. And this is the entry from the cron table. More on that later. Now that the data is as a log, as any other log in QReader, for Christian was easy because he's so familiar with AQL and to create the queries that extract the information that you see on the screen, right? He's been working with QReader for years and he's very familiar with it. And so that explains a little bit of the logic that goes across. To make sure I leave it all well documented, once those logs are being run and are in the aerial database, then all these Pulse dashboard are doing is a bunch of AQL queries into that aerial database for displaying the information. You might be thinking by now, I like what Christian did, or I just want the end results. I don't care about all this way of doing it. Well, all you need to do is go into Christian folder. The link to this is on the video description of all my videos. And in there, you're going to find this kind of application, Offense Detail Custom DSM. What you're going to do, you download that, and you're going to go into QReader. Let's actually go here on the console, and you're going to install it as you normally do in here, Extension Management, and you're going to add that file, and that's what is in here. Once it's installed, and basically this triangle is saying that this is not signed by IBM, right? And again, as many of the things, or most of the things I do in here, this is not IBM supported, so don't install this and call IBM support, because they will not know what you're talking about. This is unsupported, but it does work, as I tested it in my system. So once you have this application added, then this is going to do two things. Number one, is going to add a parser, that DSM parser for understanding those, and it's going to automatically create a log source entry for that. Let's actually go here. I was looking at it before. If I search in here for offense, hit enter, I should get that entry, and here it is, right? The things that I did, this name was actually given under the protocol. The protocol is syslog, should be down here. I eliminate coalescence, right? So nothing really that you have to do. The only thing that I did is I specified localhost in here, 127.0.0.0.1. That was it. But the log source instance was added. If in your system for some reason it's not added, you can add it yourself as in here, right? So let me exit there. Then what I did is I took this script, just exactly like that, I put it into the clipboard, went into VI as an editor, and did insert and pasted the content of that script. Now, you also need to create, because I'm using this on their demo scripts, you need to create a directory or modify the script, whatever you want, because his stuff runs on a stored script is the directory. So again, you either run this command or modify the script. Now, the other thing that you need to do, wherever you created you save the VI file with the content of the script, you need to do change mode to allow it to be runnable. And that will be that command. Now we need to go into the Chrome tab, edit it, and add an entry for that. You do that by doing Chrome tab -E as an edit, and if you scroll down to the end, you'll see the entry that I put for Christian stuff. That will make these to run every 15 minutes to retrieve that data. Now the easy part, when you go into that Christian folder, you're going to find this pulse offense metric.json. You download that file, and you're going to go under Pulse, under dashboard, and you're going to create a new dashboard, and you're going to import that dashboard from that JSON file, which I obviously already did, and that will give you this. And every couple of minutes, And the first time it runs in the first 2-3 minutes, we need to correlate all that data, do all the calculations. But then after 15 minutes, you're gonna get this nice dashboard repopulated or refresh. So again, interesting for not just getting a good dashboard. This might be very useful just as it is for people to track how my SOC guys are dealing with the offenses, but also as a, the hack or the ways that Christian went around in order to work with this data. And you hope you are learning a little bit about the Postgres database, where all the data from the offenses is, the aerial database, where these the logs are being replayed. So